OCO family, welcome to Teatime.beauty. We are back for another February story time. So, however, I am finding you, whether you are at home in the comfort of your own environment, or whether you are at work, running errands in the car, with your friends, by yourself, whatever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you are welcome here. This is a safe space I have curated for community healing. My name is Dani. If this is your first time, please like and subscribe to my channel, Teatime.beauty. This is a creative playground for those who are healing and for healers who hold space for others. So we are on day 4 of our February story times and coping skill sessions. So how this flow goes, we are going to do a shorter session today, and I'm going to read a shorter section. And I'm going to offer a moment of transparency. This is a personal goal of mine to be able to continue this annual tradition on this channel of in February, we read together. And where this comes from is I know that lots of us see lots of content online and, just in our communities around December and January, around like our resolutions and these goals and like these transitions and evolutions we want to have. And then that kind of dies down. And so in February, I believe that that is where some of us either forgot about some of the goals we've had for ourselves, or maybe we would like a reminder and some encouragement, some empowerment to keep going in February. And some of us might need additional support and community to continue the momentum that you have been able to maintain. And so this is my way of offering my community and anyone who is looking for community. This is my way of offering skills that I practice myself, and I'd like to share that and make that accessible for other people as well. So this is my way to say I care about you. Okay, so how this flow goes, we will practice a breathing practice. So this is something that is very dear to me, Dirga Pranayama, or diaphragmatic breath. This is how we're going to start and enter our session. And so how this goes, we will take a deep breath in through our nose, and then we will take a full exhale out through our mouth. And for today, I want you, if you are in a safe, comfortable space, to practice this with me. When we exhale, I want you to sigh, like a sigh of relief, like I'm a bit parched and I just had a nice gulp of water and I'm just, my insides feel soothed. That's what I want you to channel in each exhale. Okay? And so another thing is, the reason why it's called diaphragmatic breath, and I will show you, is if you put your hands on your diaphragm, when you inhale, your diaphragm will push into the palm of your hand, and when you exhale, it will retract. Okay? So if you would like to place your hands there while we practice, and I gave you that visual so you can understand how this breath works, and lots of benefits. So we're practicing taking full inhales. Sometimes when we're stressed or we're going about our day and we're moving from thing to thing and our brain is going in a lot of different areas at once and we're multitasking, sometimes our breathing becomes shallow. And so this is a practice where you are offering yourself, your body, self-care and maintenance by giving it the oxygen it needs, right? By taking a full inhale and a full exhale. Okay, so if you're ready, I am in a seated position. You can practice this while standing as well. And if you are in a safe environment and feel comfortable doing so, you may close your eyes or look at the tip of your nose. Ready? We will do 4 breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let it all go. You may flutter your eyes open if they were closed. Allow your breath to return back to normal. Maybe rub your hands along your thighs if you're sitting. Squeeze your arms. Just enter back into this present moment. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. Okay. Beautiful. So the Sanskrit name for that practice is Dirga Pranayama, or diaphragmatic breath. So we will move on to our coping skill of the day, which is affirmations. So affirmations, you can write or say empowering affirmations each day, like I am worthy of love, peace, and healing. Okay? So that is our coping skill of the day. And that is a perfect pair with our coping skill of yesterday. And if you would like to see that, that is our February 5th live. So go ahead and go to Teatime.beauty and check the live section, and you will see February 6th, Soothe Your Nerves. And that coping skill of the day was gratitude practice. And so we wrote a list of things that our spirit is grateful for. And so for today, we are going to focus on writing or saying empowering affirmations, and you can practice this as well each day. So I am worthy of love, peace, and healing. Okay, so our inspirational woman that is going to guide us in how that how affirmations has inspired Zora Neale Hurston and influenced the building of the legacy we know she has to this day. So Zora Neale Hurston, an influential author, used the power of words to craft worlds of self-empowerment. She said, I do not weep at the world. I am too busy sharpening my oyster knife. Okay, so I have nothing to follow that up with. I think she said that beautifully. So today we will be reading a section from Soothe Your Nerves by Dr. Angela Neal-Barnett. And our section we will be reading from today, physical illness and panic attacks. So thank you so much for being here, and please like the video if you haven't already, subscribe, and again, I am really grateful for you taking care of yourself by listening to me read to you. This is the Black Woman's Guide to Understanding and Overcoming Anxiety, Panic, and Fear. So we are on chapter 2. Physical illness and panic attacks. Black women often mistake unexpected panic attacks for some type of physical illness. In the October 7th, 2000 edition of TV Guide, actress Hattie Winston of the TV series Becker revealed that while visiting various college campuses with her teenage daughter, she suddenly began experiencing what she thought was a heart attack. Miss Winston rushed to the emergency room, where the doctor told her it was nothing but stress. Miss Winston's story is played out by hundreds of times a day in hospital emergency rooms across the country. This country. It's easy to do. Mistake a first panic attack for a heart attack because some similarities exist between the symptoms. According to the American Heart Association, one or more of the following are warning signals of a heart attack: uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest lasting more than a few minutes. And here is a visual. Ever felt like this? Okay. Pain spreading to the shoulder, neck, or arms, chest discomfort with lightheadedness, fainting, sweating, nausea, or shortness of breath. Chest pain, sweating, rapid heartbeat, and difficulty breathing are also symptoms associated with the panic attack. If you've never experienced either, it's likely that when the symptoms first occur, you'll think you're having a heart attack. After all, as Black women we are more familiar with heart attacks than panic attacks. Upon receiving the doctor's diagnosis, Miss Winston and her daughter left the hospital and went to a spa. So I thought what every girl needs after thinking she's had a heart attack is a nice massage and facial, quipped Miss Winston. Too bad many of us do not share her attitude. Rather than going to the spa, an action that would help relieve some of the anxiety and stress that precipitate a panic attack, we leave the hospital worried that it will happen again. Such behavior increases our fear and anxiety, making us susceptible to another panic attack. A heart attack is not the only medical condition we confuse with the panic attack. We also confuse it with hypertension. This error frequently causes a delay in receiving effective treatment for both problems. Black women experience hypertension at a much higher rate than any other group in this country. Hypertension leads to heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular diseases. Several years ago, I surveyed 98 women with hypertension about their anxiety levels. 18 of these women admitted having panic attacks, but only one told her doctor about them. When I asked the other 17 women why they hadn't told their doctors, they gave me the same answer. I thought it was part of the hypertension. After I gently informed them that hypertension has no outward visible symptoms, the women were stunned. If it's not hypertension, what is it? Each asked. Panic attacks make hypertension more difficult to treat. During a panic attack, your blood pressure increases. Some women may experience 3 to 4 panic attacks a day, which means they experience 3 to 4 spikes in blood pressure. These spikes eventually cause an elevation in your resting blood pressure rate. If you have panic attacks and hypertension, the elevations make it difficult to control your blood pressure. When I shared this information with the women, I encouraged them to tell their doctors about the panic attacks. Most did. The successful treatment of their panic attacks led to successful treatment of the hypertension. Several called to thank me. If you hadn't told us, they said, we would have never known. Another common condition that is mistaken for a panic attack is hyperventilation. The fear that is produced by hyperventilation can lead you to have a panic attack. When many of us become anxious or nervous, our breathing changes. We may hold our breath, gulp for air, or begin quick and shallow breathing. All of these are forms of overbreathing, more commonly known as hyperventilation. Hyperventilation decreases the level of carbon dioxide in the bloodstream, which in turn decreases the amount of oxygen that reaches the brain. The results are feelings of breathlessness, choking, smothering, lightheadedness, and dizziness, symptoms that may be mistaken for a panic attack. Hyperventilation may also occur during a panic attack. In fact, for many women, the symptoms may overlap. Imagine how scary, distressing, and confusing it must feel to be in the midst of a panic attack and all of a sudden begin to hyperventilate. That's what happened to Ruth. During the past 5 years, she averaged at least one hyperventilation episode a month. These episodes usually coincided with a stressful work assignment or discussion. Ruth was so used to hyperventilating that she carried 2 brown paper bags in her purse at all times. Over the past 6 months, the episodes had changed. They seemed to come out of the blue in non-stressful situations. Breathing into a bag didn't seem to help all that much, and Ruth was still left with an overwhelming sense of anxiety. She found herself dreading going to work, or anywhere else for that matter. Gradually, she realized this wasn't just hyperventilation. Something else was going on. Ruth heard me being interviewed on the local 5:30 a.m. newscast. She called immediately and we chatted. I realized that she was hyperventilating in the midst of her panic attacks. I suggested that she contact the stress center at her local hospital for panic education classes. She did. Not only did she learn about panic attacks, but she was also taught a different way to breathe. The breathing lessons, known as breathing retraining, helped reduce the number of panic attacks and hyperventilation episodes. Today, Ruth no longer carries paper bags in her purse. The tendency for a Black woman to mistake panic attacks for a medical problem creates a delay in receiving appropriate information and help. Even when a Black woman seeks help from a mental health professional, the combination of witch writing and panic often results in the problem being diagnosed. Yesterday, she shared that witch writing was, and I don't even need to guess, I'm just going to go back to the page for those who did not see yesterday's. So, the scientific name for witch writing is isolated sleep paralysis. Okay, so it's isolated sleep paralysis. So, waking up from a sound sleep with heart pounding, gasping for breath, tingling, and sweating. And sometimes body may feel paralyzed. Makes People can be scared to go to sleep if they experience this. And in the South, during slavery times, some slave narratives tell the story of this condition known as witch writing. And again, the scientific name for witch writing is isolated sleep paralysis. Okay, so a little update for those who, yes, did not see yesterday's live. So, even when a Black woman seeks help from a mental health professional, the combination of witch writing and panic often results in the problem being misdiagnosed. On average, Black women are seen by at least 10 medical and psychological professionals before they are given the correct information, knowledge, and tools to overcome panic. Unexpected panic attacks take 10 minutes to reach their peak, but those 10 minutes can change a woman's life. Confident, radiant Black women are turned into fearful, anxious girls, terrified to venture out into the world. Yet there is hope and help. Thousands of Black women are living panic-free lives. T is, Shauna is, Ruth is, and you will too. Unexpected panic attacks are treatable, and you can reclaim your life. Beautiful. So that is the end of chapter 2. So next, tomorrow we will start chapter 3 on the what ifs, and then we will take a break for the weekend and be back on Monday to continue chapter 3. As of now, let's reflect on what we read today. So we read about hyperventilation, hypertension, and we defined heart attack and how heart attacks, the symptoms, can be similar to the symptoms of panic attacks. And it's common for those two to get confused, okay? And so here, remember the signals of a heart attack: uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest lasting more than a few minutes. Our breath practice for today is your way of practicing, training your body, just like how it said in the end. There are breathing retraining programs. This is a breath work practice. Diaphragmatic breath. You are training and exercising your diaphragm, strengthening the muscles surrounding your lungs, surrounding your diaphragm, surround your heart muscles. You're allowing your body to receive the help it needs in order to help you, right? Even panic attacks are by design our body's way of alerting and sending a very strong signal. Think of a panic attack as when you hear an ambulance or a fire truck in your neighborhood or in the area you're in. It's loud. It's very, very loud. That's our body. A panic attack is our body's way. A heart attack, these different signals, hyperventilation, hypertension. This is our body's way of telling us, I need something, right? I need something to assist me in this moment, in this moment. So breath work allows us to be in the present moment. Return to the present moment. Connect our mind and our body so it can all be in alignment, right? It's our way of trusting ourselves, practicing breath work on purpose, okay? So I am so grateful to have read to you today on this beautiful Thursday, February 6th. And so we will close out with another 4 breaths. So just like we did in the beginning, if you are in a comfortable and safe environment to do so, close your eyes or look at the tip of your nose. You can do this sitting, standing. So we'll take a full inhale through our nose and sigh, like a sigh of relief on our exhale, okay? So we'll do this 4 times. Ready? Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. And let it all go. Exhale. Allow your breath to return to normal. If your eyes are closed, flutter them open. And maybe give yourself a little squeeze, rub your shoulders, and thank yourself for taking care of your needs. And remember our affirmation and coping skill of the session. You may write or say empowering affirmations each day, like I am worthy of love, peace, and healing. Okay, and Zora Neale Hurston is here to remind us, as an influential author, she used her words, her power of words, to craft worlds of self-empowerment, worlds of self-empowerment. So how many worlds can you create with each affirmation is a world of self-empowerment for you that you're creating, okay? She said, Zora Neale Hurston, I do not weep at the world. I am too busy sharpening my oyster knife. I just butchered that so bad. I'm just like trying to like do it like how she would do it. Okay. She said, because this is how the power of the affirmation is in how you say it. You're affirming to yourself that this is true. Okay. I do not weep at the world. I am too busy sharpening my oyster knife. Okay, that one was better. What affirmations are you going to say? Okay, say them to yourself. Look at yourself. I'm looking at myself right now. Look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, write them down in your journal. Write them on a piece of paper. Post it on your social media. Affirm it to the world. We want to know. Put it in my comment section. What are you affirming for yourself into the world? Okay. Well, I appreciate you. I will share my offerings. I will be hosting a breathwork session, 15 minutes on Zoom. For those of us who want to continue practicing this in community, it will be $5. And for 15 minutes, you will have me as your host, and we will practice a different breathwork practice each week. And I will be posting on my YouTube channel when that is going to be an official offering and when that begins. And so keep a lookout on that, like and subscribe if you have not already, so you can stay tuned on being able to utilize that accessible resource. I believe that things do not have to be expensive for us to heal in community together. And I believe that my resources do not all have to be I do not want to limit people's ability to access wellness because of a price point, right? Breath work is necessary for all of us. So this is my way of offering my love to my community. So I appreciate you for being here today. Thank you, Marissa. Ooh, perfect. Okay, this is so perfect because, yes. So, hello. Marissa Price is in the building. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was feeling it today doing my makeup. Okay, yeah, I was feeling cute. So Marissa Price is going live at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And so that's in an hour. And so please go ahead and go to her channel and also go to my community page because I posted it. So the topic is going to be on, I remember, creating safe spaces. Did I get it right? That was our coping skill for the second day. So if you look back on my live, that was, the second day. Our coping skill was creating safe spaces. And so Marissa Price is continuing that conversation, continuing that energy of community support and conversation because, 2025, this is the year where we're finding our people, finding our tribe, and supporting the resources that are very necessary. Things do not have to be out of reach, okay? Life does not have to be difficult. Okay, yes. So Marissa Price Heals is her channel. So please go ahead and enjoy that. I will be there and I will be enjoying that. Okay. So thank you again, everyone on the replay and everyone that is here. You are worthy of love, peace, safety, and support. Okay? Today, every day, and always. Okay. Take care until tomorrow morning.